Listen, you fuckers, you screwheads. Here is a man who would not take it anymore. Who would not let... Listen, you fuckers, you screwheads. Here is a man who would not take it anymore. A man who stood up against the scum, the cunts, the dogs, the filth, the shit. Here is someone who stood up.
Kill everyone now. Condone first-degree murder. Advocate cannibalism. Eat shit.
I want to kill everyone. Satan is good. Satan is our pal. Welcome to hell.
You stay out of my way, there'll be no problem. But if you toy with me, I'll burn you so bad you'll wish you died as a child.
Some men aren't looking for anything logical, like money. They can't be bought, bullied, reasoned, or negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
And I will rain down on a godly fucking firestorm upon you. You're gonna have to call the fucking United Nations to get a fucking binding resolution to keep me from fucking destroying you. I am talking scorched earth, motherfucker. I will massacre you. I will fuck you up.
I hate you, motherfucker. I hate you, motherfucker. I hate you, motherfucker. I hate you, motherfucker. I
Believe in Jesus.
Yes, I do.
Well, you're gonna meet him.
All right, welcome to Razor Radio in Quarantine. I'm Andy fucking Ford. That was our intro. It accepts the Undertaker that you heard right there. Joining us, by the magic of Facebook, Twitch, and fucking YouTube, Dave Couch and John Bishop from the mighty Thanatopsis. How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing, Andy?
What's going on, Andy?
It's fucking great to see you guys. I mean, it's fucking quarantine bullshit. It's not at Grill 'em All, but fucking, it's nice to see you guys' face, man. I go way, way back. I've known you almost as long as that guy up in the other corner. Tanner's been alive.
Right.
So what's going on, gentlemen? Thanks so much for coming on the show. New record is outstanding so far of the stuff I've heard. What you call it? So
Awesome.
what this is like a 30-year record in the making, or
Yeah.
Oh,
Tell us how
I
it
think we
came
started
together.
production just like in 1991, I want to say.
oh yeah, the year I was born. So about a 30-year record. So
It's been a while.
So talk to us about the the recording process this time around for it. Getting back together in the swing of things to actually make a record.
You want to take that, Dave? Or you want me to take that?
Yeah, I couldn't hear it. Ask again.
John,
Go
why don't
ahead,
you take
John.
this one?
I got it. So I guess back in around like 2012, 14, I got back in contact. Dave and I started getting in contact again about writing some new songs. He had some new stuff. And by this time, we all live in different states. We live all over the place. Luckily, my wife has lifetime flight benefits from her retirement with the airlines. So Dave would demo some stuff, send it out to me. He would put some vocal cues where he would want them. And I would write the lyrics, sometimes on the plane ride out to Denver. And then we'd go into the Metal Command Center and record them. Send them off to Tom, and he would write do the bass stuff. And mostly the early stuff, drum machine.
Now here's another question for you. What tactics do you still apply to, either the writing process or recording process? Because a lot of things have changed during the recording from, the 90s till now. So what things do you guys still apply in the actual process?
In the actual recording process?
Yeah, exactly.
Dave did the majority of his recording in his basement. He was able to record through a DI box, right, Dave?
We did all the pre-production at my house here in Colorado. Like you said, John would come out. Really, we recorded the entire album, except for my guitar parts, which we recorded here. We recorded the entire album with Juan and Trident. So it was almost, recording like in the old days, except I did record all of my guitar parts here with the DI, and then Juan ended up reamping me. So we all recorded the whole album at Trident, but we did a lot of work here too. All the pre-production here and all the guitars here.
David, move wherever your router is the closest in your house. That's a trick.
What's that?
Move wherever the router is closest in your house. You should be close to your router. Wi-Fi.
All right.
I told him to get a webcam.
Yeah. Well, I'm on my phone too, and my phone's on great. But
I'm
John,
literally
I want to
right
ask
next
you
to my router.
I want to ask you, how was it? How much input did Juan Ortega? I mean, he's just everything he touches seems to gold right now. I mean, he got the new Heathen record out. He did Testament this year, and you guys. How much input did he have?
Well, he was.
You know what? He definitely co-produced the album for sure. He actually produced the album. I co-produced it. He had a lot of input, man. Worked really hard on the guitar tone. I think he knew what I was after, but really he's the one who decided on the tones that he wanted. We actually recorded the bass here originally, but we ended up recording all of the bass tracks there just so he could get the sound that he wanted. And yeah, I would say that Juan had a pretty good influence on at least the way the sound was, the guitar tones, everything like that, for sure. No arrangements or anything like that, but like other small ideas and stuff like that, Juan contributed for sure. And you know what? He also did some guest vocals for us, which is cool.
Oh, he has
vocals on it, just like background effects, things like that on a couple songs. Yeah, that's another thing he did.
Right on.
Well, he used to sing for your band Mudslinger too, right, Dave?
Well, he was a singer in Thanatopsis too.
Yeah. What's that?
The last singer in Thanatopsis, right?
Yep.
You were the first, then Todd, then Juan.
Correct.
Right on. So when you so what has been like, like the toughest part in the whole like process of recording the record, with all you guys is, one guy's here, and one guy's here, so to speak. So, was there any like disconnect as far as like what you guys wanted to achieve musically speaking?
Well, so 5 of these songs have been around for 30 years. So.
They're on demos.
Yeah. But 3 of them, I don't think
everybody to just do what I say. That's what it says.
Hey, are you setting your phone down and not holding it?
Anyway,
this is how it goes.
Now,
everybody else is good.
And you guys were
I'm
doing,
trying different places in my
house. you guys were doing certain things, like that weren't like the norm. Like you guys were using 7-string guitars, back in the day as well, from my understanding. And how did that kind of whole thing come into play for you? Because that wasn't the norm, so to speak.
That's all, Dave.
Dave, tell us about how you started using the 7-string. You can't even hear us. David, can you hear us?
Guys at all.
All right.
What? Well, I tell you what. Let's go into the track, "The Age of Silence," real quick. The brand new one you sent me, and we'll get David sorted out real quick.
All right.
Razor Radio.
David, back out. Go to the thing, and when you're in the test screen before you come in the studio, make sure your fucking mic and everything's working, dude, on your phone. Can you hear me?
He locks up. He's in his basement. It's like he's not even connected to his Wi-Fi. Hey,
Yeah.
There you go. So
I told him
Tommy and I would be able to have a conversation, and he'd disappear.
Yeah,
Like
basement's so
outside.
Here it comes.
There you go. All right. Well, it's just a black screen. That's fine too. So,
You want to come back?
He didn't come back.
Dude, so anyone, so we just got, thanks Police Dog Matt for the donation of $1 on Twitch. We appreciate it. That's awesome. You were donating, Andy.
All right. We're going to
go.
come back and
Put that
we're going to lose when you're finishing this one. We just came. All right. 1, 2, 3. That was Blue Oyster Cult with that was me from their brand new record that just came out. How cool is that in 2020? Cool thing. We got new Blue Oyster Cult.
It's fucking rad, dude. I wish
before we-
Peterman was playing on it.
Yeah, I have one Razor Radio announcement I want to make too. You know, now that we are a full 24/7 radio station, starting on Monday, we have a brand new show that doesn't involve me and Tanner, and it is DJ Mermaid, and it's Metal Mondays with DJ Mermaid. She's a rad ass bassist, and she knows her shit, and she'll be airing all day every Monday from here on out on Razor Radio. Metal Mondays with DJ Mermaid.
What time is that?
8, 12, 4. It'll be airing about every 2 or 3 hours on Razor Radio.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Every Monday.
So John, getting back to you, you know, I'm just kind of curious, you know, during the whole quarantine thing, you know, I mean, obviously you guys aren't really jamming because of, you know, the whole situation where, you know, you're, like I said, you're in this part of the world, he's in this part of the world, the other guy's in what, East Coast area. So
he's Rhode Island.
You know, so what are the plans going forward for you guys, you know, for this specific record?
Well, it'll get out. It comes out October 23rd.
What's the label again?
I'm sorry?
What's the label again?
Extreme Metal Music. And we'll keep promoting it, try to keep it out there, and then hopefully as soon as we're able to start traveling again safely. Unfortunately for me, my wife is immunocompromised, so I really don't get to leave the house all that much. So once that opens back up, we'll start practicing. We hope to start playing some shows.
Absolutely. Any touring plans?
Any what?
Any touring plans?
See you guys out here at SoCal.
Yeah, for sure. Especially since I live here, right? Well, that would be up to scheduling. I mean, I think it'll be difficult. We want to tour.
Mm-hmm.
But I think as soon as everybody's able to tour, there's going to be a lot of tours.
Yeah, it's going to be a level playing field for everybody when the tours start back up. That's what shit shows.
Hopefully we can get some festivals. So start with that. We'll take that and play some a couple shows running up to a festival and things like that.
And you know, talk to us a little bit about the artwork for the new record. You know, what was the initial concept for it?
Matt Cavuto, I guess, famous fantasy artist. He's done albums for us before. We gave him the lyrics really to Initiation and Malfaded, and basically said go nuts, and that's what he came up with, and man, he nailed it.
Malfaded.
Yeah, that's on the album. That's on there.
David's back. Can you hear us?
Hey, what's up? I'm back.
Yeah,
I'm trying to hear.
David, well, you can hear us. Tell us about how you got into 7-string guitars back in the day, because you were one of the first people I ever seen playing one.
You know what? It was because Steve Vai, Passion and Warfare came out, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." He was the influence for when, I was going to GIT at the time, and I remember the album cover was really cool, and it was just on the cover, and I thought it looked cool, and I was like thinking to myself, well, anything I could do on a 6-string, I could do on a 7-string too, so why not? And that was pretty much it,
Yeah, you're the first person I ever seen one.
Definitely not Korn. For sure.
Don't you have a Steve Vai Ibanez, like one of the first ones, like in top 100 or something?
I do. It's it used to belong to someone else in the Bay Area that was in a band called Magma. I don't know if you know who that is or not. Do you remember them, Magma, at all?
Magma. Sounds familiar.
Yeah, they're more of a Concord band. You guys are more Petaluma, Santa Rosa, that area, of course. But anyway, yeah, I do. And Ola England actually talks about having the same guitar in one of his shows, that Coffee with Ola show or whatever. And he said they only make like 800 something of them. But yeah, the serial number on mine, it's like a 000000092. So it's definitely one of the first 100 of those that they made. And it's a sick guitar. I love it. Like Ola says, the neck on that one shreds, and I like it a lot.
But how did you apply it musically speaking? You know, because you're playing more of like the death metal thrash thing, which is now the norm. But at the time, you guys were, you know, one of the first, at least on our radar, to do it. So how did you apply the, you know, the 7-string method to your specific style of music?
Good question.
You know what I would do? I would play a riff, and if I had to go lower, I would just keep going, and the string was there.
Ah, I like it. I like it. That's awesome. Okay.
That's a great fucking answer.
Just, you know, that's the important thing, you know, less limitations. And I think every one of the songs, or pretty much every one of the songs, uses it too. And it's not like using it for the sake of using it. It's more like, you know, if you keep going, then you have it there as a tool to use. And I think that all of the songs do use the low B, except for Age of Silence. I think that might be the one song that you could play on a 6-string guitar. But yeah.
Now,
Which is another tool to have.
Absolutely.
I thought it was cool, and not a lot of people were doing it yet. So cool, something different, you know.
Dude.
And okay, go for it, Andy. Go for it.
Well, I'm just saying, he was the first time I ever seen one other than like in a catalog or a video or something like that. David had it. And that was back in the early days of the changing days of the Bay Area. It seemed like you guys played a lot of great shows back then. I mean, you played Autopsy's last show, you opened for Merciful Fate. First time I saw Machine Head, I saw you guys with Possessed. I remember the Chocadero show where you guys opened for Machine Head and Biohazard. And that show was completely off the chain. I mean, nuts.
That show was sick. We kind of got awarded that show. We had played, that was at a place called the Hayes Theater, which was a weird venue. They were having like raves there and stuff, right? It was like a different.
It was psycho.
Yeah. It was like a weird kind of place with like a wooden stage.
It had like 5 floors and shit. Yeah.
Now, John, so going off of Dave's, you know, point of like, you know, applying, you know, the 7-string to the style of music, you know, how did you apply your style of vocals when Dave comes in with the 7-string guitar? You know, do you have to go lower on the register? Or how did you approach that?
Half the time I try to go lower. I don't have the low lows of a true death metal singer. I'll admit that right now. I just don't have that. I've read a lot of reviews have said I'm more a crossover singer, and I'll take that. Fine. I enunciate. I write the words. I want you to know what I'm saying. But I would go higher. So I would do the scream.
Okay.
Well, that kind of brings us to something right now. That's perfect. You talk about enunciating and stuff like that. We've got a lot of requests to bring back Grind Time on Razor Radio, which we used to do a lot. We play 3 grind bands, 3 songs each. We're going to do a mini Grind Time right now, and we're going to come back and talk with Thanatopsis. But we decided to pick the new Drop Dead because those songs really mean a lot about what's going on in this country right now. And we're going to play 3 tracks off that album right now in Grind Time. So here's Torches from Drop Dead, Rhode Island's own, on
Razor Radio.
1. All right, that was Drop Dead right there with what was that last song we wanted, Tanner?
What's up? That was Hatred. That was Hatred Burning, dude.
Yes. Fucking Drop Dead, man. Probably one of the best fucking hardcore bands out there. All they've done is splits for the last 22 years. Their first record in 22 years. And believe it or not, there's a 6 degrees of separation right here with Thanatopsis. Your bass player, Tom, used to be in a band with one of the guys from Drop Dead, right?
Well, I was a little confused. He was in a band called Side with a guy who's also named Bob. I guess the guy from Drop Dead's name is Bob Otis. Is that right? But there's another guy that he was in a band with called Parasite. I guess they were really influenced by the guy. So I don't think he was actually in a band with them, but he was in a band, Parasite, that really listened to that band a lot, and he knew what I was talking about. But I got a little confused just because.
Well, they're all. I bet Tom, you're from Rhode Island. It can't be that big.
No.
Absolutely. Now, David and John, so what do you guys, what's your kind of goal for this specific record, either on a musical level or just, I don't know, getting out there more? You know, what is the ultimate goal for this specific record?
That looks like Dave froze. Well, I would say for us
I really want to answer that.
Answer it. We can hear you.
We can hear you. Answer it. Maybe you can try to connect again real quick.
All right. John, what do you have to say, man?
Well, for me, it's been these songs. A lot of them are old, original from my time in the band, and to be able to bring them to a modern sound and get them out there. We've always thought, hey, we thought they were something to get, and now we can get them out there and more than in the Bay Area.
Mm-hmm.
That was the key for us.
And why do you think now is kind of a good time to release a record? During the quarantine epidemic or whatever, or pandemic.
Well, people have a lot of time to listen to music right now, so and they're probably looking for something new to listen to. So why not us?
Totally.
Definitely not your target market, John, because like you said, half these songs, I know them. I have cassette tapes of them.
Right.
And for a little while after you left the band, I was Thanatopsis' manager back in the day. So yeah, I know these songs pretty well, like Now Faded especially.
Mm-hmm. I think you're gonna like the updated Malfaded.
Actually, I've heard it. I'm not gonna lay it out, but we can't play it. So Dave sent us the sneak peek for when you guys had the EPK out.
Oh, right on.
And John, so I'm sorry for asking all these questions, but I'm just kind of curious. For you, you said these were kind of older songs. Is there like a I don't know, like an upcoming release? Hopefully, just all brand new material of where you guys are kind of currently at now in the headspace of things, musically speaking.
We are looking. We're already looking beyond this to try and do another a second release. I think it's going to be more along the lines of this one, where maybe half new, half old, because those old songs really
they're good.
Never got the chance they deserved, and to be able to re-record them and record them professionally.
One of the hottest producers in fucking metal.
Right. I mean, there's no, and we'll give her, there's sky's the limit with that. So if you've already got half an album written, then nobody knows it's new to them.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it's just a bunch of us old farts from the Bay Area that are going to bitch about the other tracks. No one else.
We already have this. We have Grimm 3. We have Embodiment at least 4 times.
And Malfaded.
Yeah, right.
But anyway,
with every vocal.
Juan Ortega's fucking production value, John. That's for sure.
They definitely do not, but some of them have Juan singing on them.
I'd trade his production for his singing. That's just me, though. I love Juan.
Yeah, Juan, the production, and I can't wait to spend more time in studio with Juan. He really, really pushes me because he's been on that side of the mic, so he knows what we're capable of doing. So he won't let me take a song off.
You know who else told us that right here on Razor Radio? That was Kragan from Heathen. Because he did the End of Silence and the guitar solos for Heathen, but the End of Silence record back in 2010. He did that, and he said he pushed the shit out of him.
Oh yeah.
Does he push you in like like you can reach the note, you can do it again, you can do it kind of better, kind of thing, or does he just push you just like,
fucker, do it again?
No, it's a lot of you can. He's like, get your you need to get some balls, and you can get a little lower, John. And then when I do the highs, he's like, try not to pass out on me in there, okay, please.
I like it.
But there's a lot of. I'm sorry.
I was asking Tanner if he remembers the band Bile.
Yeah.
Take a sang for them.
Okay. So they're like they're like what, like a Disgorge kind of like band or something. Right on.
So we can get down there and get low.
He can get really low.
All right, let's wrap this shit up. But John, give us all the information how people can get it, pre-order it, everything, and we'll play Embodiment at the end of the shit.
All right. You can go to Extreme Metal Music, their website or Facebook page. It's available October 23rd for full release. Pre-order now. You can go to our website to find all the links to our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and links to pre-order the album. We're at thechaoticorder.com.
Right on.
Outstanding.
Well, thanks so much, guys, for joining
Couch?
us.
I gave you the link yesterday to test it out.
And?
Anyway, I love you, David Couch. John, thanks for joining us. And this is you guys released. This is embodiment right now on
Razor Radio.
See ya. DJ Mermaid every Monday. Metal Mondays with DJ Mermaid. See ya.